What's Medigap Plan N? Why do people love it? I'm Medicare Mike. Let's talk about the pros and cons of this relatively new Medicare supplement. So, first thing to know, Medicare supplements are standardized by the plan letter. So, Plan N is a relatively new one, only been around about 10 years now, but it's a little bit lower premium and has some copays. So, let's take a closer look. I think it's a good option for people who don't go to the doctor all that much, but want protection from something major and want the flexibility to go wherever they want. It's not an official name, but I like to think of Plan N as not fixed because your costs on Plan N are not fixed. So you're responsible for paying, if you're sick or injured, the Medicare Part B deductible. 2021 is $203. But after that, you've got three more costs that can vary. So the first one is up to $20 for every office visit. That would be your copay. And up to a $50 copay for every emergency room visit. And there's also the Part B excess charges. So this is where a doctor or hospital reserves the right to charge extra on top of what Medicare allows. They can actually charge an extra 15%. Plan N will not cover that. So if your doctor does charge it, which is rare, you would have to pay that. So what I like about Plan N is you can go anywhere you want. As long as they accept Medicare nationwide, you're good. Medicare decides what's covered, how it's covered, actually bills whichever supplement company you choose. So there's no hoops to jump through. It's pretty easy. And for people who only go to the doctor once or twice a year, there's usually quite a bit of savings here. So it's a nice option. And I think more people who choose this plan tend to be healthier because you don't go to the doctor all that often. So there's a good chance that your rate increase might be lower, meaning your price will be fairly stable the longer you have it. So let's look at a couple examples of Plan N real life. Say you're paying $85 a month for this plan. You're going to have that Medicare Part B deductible, plus those type of copays and the Part B excess charges like I mentioned. So if you're having outpatient knee surgery, first time you're using the plan, you're going to be responsible for that deductible, plus $20 for every office visit, whether it's before or after. The surgery would be covered as long as the doctor doesn't cover or charge excess charges, but otherwise you'd be pretty good and only have some small copays. Now let's look at one more example just to kind of see. Let's say you are still in the same situation, paying that $85 a month for your Plan N. You are driving along and unfortunately someone runs through that red light and hits you. You're in a car accident. You got to be hospitalized for 2 weeks. So how's Plan N work? What are your bills going to be? Well, you're going to have that $203 deductible, that Medicare Part B deductible. If you have any office visits where it's getting charged, you're going to have that $20 office visit for that. Since you're admitted to the hospital, your copay would be waived for that ER because you're admitted for 2 weeks. And then it's just if the hospital or any doctor there charges the excess charges. Otherwise, not too bad. So which company do you choose? This is one of the big questions I get, and probably a lot of people find this overwhelming because there's so many companies out there. How do you decide? Well, the good news is that's where I come in. I'm going to make this really easy for you. The first thing to know is that even Medicare says this. There can be big differences in the premiums that different insurance companies charge for the exact same coverage. So we're really comparing apples to apples. And I'm going to look at all of them at once and see which one's going to make the most sense based on your situation. Here's an example of me doing that with a client where they could pay $100 for a plan or over $200 for the exact same coverage. So it doesn't make sense to pay more in this situation because you're not getting any more for doing that. So like I said, I'm Medicare Mike. Who am I? Why do I do this? Well, I'm an independent agent. I started my practice so I could be independent. So that means I'm not restricted to any companies or limited because I didn't want to be limited how I could help my clients. Because that's who I work for. I work for you. I do not work for an insurance company. And I provide ongoing customer service. This isn't something where we just get started and then see ya, you're on your way on your own. Whenever you have questions, you can call me or contact me, email, whatever, and I'm here to help out whether it's just a general question, concern, or something about your claims. I also do an annual review because what I've seen is most people's lives change, their priorities, lifestyle. Over time, things just adapt, and I want to make sure that your coverage fits you and your lifestyle every year. So we do an annual review real quick just to make sure that it's easy if you like. All this is done for free. No cost to you. You don't pay me anything. It's not like a plumber consultation where I'm going to come in and then charge you on the back end. You never pay me anything. Yeah, that's right. So as far as what this costs, I work with more than 20 different companies. I'm going to price them out, see which one's going to make the most sense to give you the greatest value, and merely make this easy for you. And again, no cost to you, because whichever company you choose, they pay me, but they don't charge you one penny more for using an independent agent like myself compared with signing up on their website or calling them directly. So I've included all my services for free as an extra resource for you. So let's make this really easy. There's going to be a link down below this. You can click that link and see my calendar, schedule a time, and we're going to talk to go through your options. You can see everything in a very transparent way and make this really easy. So click that link. I'll talk to you soon.